One thing that a lot of people don't realize is happening here at the Cugno's Canine Center is what's happening out in the yard. I know everybody realizes that their dogs enjoy being here and they're safe and all that kind of stuff, but since I don't let anybody else in the yard, it's hard for people to see it and really understand the depth of what's happening. What I wanted to show in this video is what you can do if you keep things the same. In other words, if I maintain the same feel, the same expectation, a balance with all the dogs, and I mean every dog, instinct takes over, and some really, really cool things can happen. If you maintain a stable hierarchy, then it goes unchallenged, and they're free to just live and exist. They don't have to worry, and this is one of those days that I'm about to show here in this video that gives you a good example of exactly what keeping things the same can do. We have two big main yards. I keep them separated according to personality. In other words, in like the main yard, I would have the playful dogs, the ones that will jump on each other, the puppies, the rougher breeds, the ones that want to play like more physically. In the back, I normally put the calmer dogs, the dogs that are older, the dogs that are just, a little bit more calm because they're just more compatible to be together. What you're looking at is the backyard, is the yard where the calm dogs go. Now, the interesting part about it is a lot of the dogs you're going to see in this video are here for high aggression. The black dog you see there, that's Kismet. Kismet was here for aggression and is only around dogs here. I mean, even her owner has a hard time believing that she can play with other dogs. You see the black and white dog with the red collar there, that's Sadie. The neat thing about Sadie is Sadie came here for severe insecurity. In other words, she was born submissive. She's a naturally submissive dog, had no aggression in her whatsoever, but terrified of the world. This is what she's like when she comes here now. But the cool thing about this is that before I put her back in that yard, all of the dogs were so calm that they're just laying around relaxing, really not doing a whole lot. Then I add a dog like Sadie, who is submissive and very playful. Her personality is causing what you're seeing happen. Like all of a sudden now you see Kismet play. The neat thing about it is that, of course, I have to take into consideration, I don't want a dog to go, I wouldn't put a dog back there that would destabilize it, that would cause it in any way for there to become a fight or anything like that. But the neat thing is knowing Sadie, who's a very special dog, fighting for her is not even an issue. She's naturally submissive. So I know that she's not going to pick a fight with anybody. And I know also that she's not going to provoke a fight with anybody. So because of that, I can put her back there and let her playful side get the other dogs motivated to play. So look how happy she looks. I know that it's hard to believe when you're looking at them like this, but these dogs can only be around dogs here. And, I take a lot of pride in that. And it's one of those things that this is the reason that I can do that. I maintain this kind of stability. But you see there's pit bulls, there's aggressive breeds, and it's a very interesting thing. What I try to create is a mood. If you notice, there's nobody barking. All they are is playing, and they're playing worry-free. Anybody who would say these dogs aren't happy is crazy. Although I have a boarding kennel, I never deal with stress-related injuries like most kennels have to. Not that most kennels are bad, it's just that, when you board dogs, they're going to be stressed usually. Every second I'm awake, I'm thinking, keep the dog stable, keep the dog stress-free. This is how you keep them stress-free. Kennel cough, things like hot spots, diarrhea. I never deal with that. I almost never have kennel cough. I think I've had it once in 17 years. I never deal with hot spots where a dog licks their paws or whatnot because of stress. But the reason is because everything I do is based on having the dogs not be stressed. I want to create an environment to where they don't have to worry. They don't have to fight. I'm doing everything for them. That's also the same reason I don't allow anybody to come here unless I've trained their dogs, because I don't care about anything but the dogs being stress-free. I need them to be stable. And the only way to keep them stable is to do what I'm doing in the yard like this. Everything I do is based around what you're looking at right here. I care about one thing, and it's these dogs.